Well, hello friends. Hey, it's Jamie here with Reece Homes. It is March 2025 and it's time to get you up to date on the market. Today we're going to talk about the spring market arriving early, stats that you should know, what's next, and our upcoming events. So let's dive right in. Spring market has definitely arrived early, and here's how we know. 35% of listings that went pending in February received multiple offers. Now that was down about 3% compared to January, but that's still more than a third of the market receiving multiple offers. Astoundingly, more than 2/3 of the market of those listings that went pending in February received waived inspections. Now that is either through the seller providing an inspection that the buyer accepted with confidence, the buyer doing a pre-inspection, or in some rare cases, buyers just waiving their inspections altogether. And that was up about 9% versus January. Now we look at the next step in terms of being competitive as a buyer. 37% of buyers that got their offers accepted in February waived their financing contingencies. And that was up about 4%. And that's just buyers who are incredibly well prepared and understand that actually waiving financing for many buyers is a really low risk endeavor. And we can explain that to you if you've got questions about it. And then the final thing that we thought was astounding is that out of all of the new listings that came to market in February, about 85% of them went pending. That's a huge amount of absorption. That's up 14% compared to January. Now, what are the stats that you should know? Well, first and foremost, how are home prices trending? They're up 4% in King County to $852,000 and up almost 7% year over year in Snohomish County to $745,000. And these are seasonally adjusted trend numbers. So you can see that we did have a little bit of a dip here when interest rates spiked, right? So that was the shift that people were looking for, but we're probably a little too scared to take advantage of in some cases because interest rates went from 3% to almost 8% and then have come back. Now, when we look at inventory is up by about half a month compared to last year, and up about 0.3 of a month in Snohomish County compared to last year, which is actually a bit of a relief. And you can look at the long-term trend here and see that inventory is rising, but don't think that this is a huge market shift, because if we look over to the left-hand side here, we can see that the scale is 1 to 3 months of inventory, and it would take getting to 4 to 6 months of inventory just to have a truly balanced market statistically. Now let's dive into days on market. Now that's up about 2 days on market in King County and 4 days to 36 and 32 days on market between King and Snohomish County. That's year over year. Those dropped month over month from January to February by 9 and 14 days respectively. So things have definitely gotten hotter in the early part of the year. And list to sell price ratios, 100% in King County, 99% in Snohomish County. That's up 0.1% in King County compared to last year, and down 1.4% compared to last year in Snohomish County, but it's actually up month over month. So again, you can get the trend here that things are really picking up in our spring market. And part of the reason for that is interest rates have been moderating and lowering. We're down about 0.2% to 6.7% at the end of February. And that is much lower than the peak that we saw in 2024 of 7.22%, and definitely the peak that we saw in 2023 of 7.79%, almost getting to 8% there. Now, that means that today we have 3 key markets that are out there, right? The people that are driving the statistics right now are those who are confident and in action. Gosh, we got a lot of stuff going on right now, and these are the people who feel financially secure, understand the cost of waiting, and are just saying, nope, I am moving forward, I've got plans, and let's make it happen. The other folks are the folks who are cautious and waiting, right, that are looking at a fair amount of the uncertainty in our current market and world and saying, nope, I'm going to hold on, I'm going to look for more certainty and or a shift. And whether that's a shift in home prices or whether it's a shift in interest rates, they're waiting for that shift. Now, if they're waiting for the shift, we can talk about that at length and really, unpack whether that's a realistic thing to wait for. But certainly we can respect waiting for more certainty in an uncertain world, depending on what you're waiting for. And finally, there's the folks who are satisfied and staying put. They love their home, they love their mortgage, and they're just like, no, I'm fine. I am hanging out here for the long haul. How can we help each of those populations? Well, the first one, if those who are confident and in action, you can see in the first slide that we had there with the strategies that it takes to be successful. We can talk about what are your best strategies for success. How can we help you optimize that risk-reward scenario? And those who are cautious and waiting, well, let's turn whatever nervous energy that you might have into action. Let's figure out how we can use this time and this energy to help prepare you so that when things do shift, you can be on the front of the wave to take advantage of the shift and the confidence that you have. And those who are staying put and satisfied, well, if you've got long-term plans, let's talk about them. Let's talk about plans that you might have for remodeling or things like that so that you can be the happiest that you can be in your home. Now, where you can talk to us, we've got our client appreciation event coming up here on Sunday. It's the Edmonds Waterfront Center, 10 to 2 p.m. And if you want to get a last-minute RSVP in, hit us up at pieday.reecehomes.com. And then we're going to be doing a number of spring classes, talking to sellers and buyers, investors, and people who want to plan for the long term with their real estate wealth plan. So look for announcements on that. Thanks for watching this March 2025 real estate update. Hope you all are well and look forward to interacting with you. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or come to our event. Thanks so much. Take care.